We're here in Busey Woods, which is maybe one of the most beautiful places in all of Champaign County.
Yeah.
You know, in central Illinois, it's definitely a destination. If people haven't been here, they need to come check it out. But in the wintertime, you know, it's pretty stark. Like no trees on the leaves, no no trees on the leaves, no leaves on the trees. There's no flowers. You know, as a photographer,
what do you do?
What do you do?
Right.
So I would love to hear your tips for our viewers on if they want to go out and get some winter photography.
Yeah.
What kinds of things could they be looking for?
There are so many opportunities, and I think the first thing you have to do is sort of notice if you're coming to winter photography with some kind of preconceived notion of, oh, it's gonna be bad, there's nothing out there. You know, my process almost always starts with, I'm just gonna go for a hike, period. And then the photos happen. Here's the silver lining of shooting in the winter.
Okay.
So the trees do not have leaves on them, but that means there's a whole lot more light.
Interesting.
To play with. And especially right now, it's getting kind of close to the winter solstice. The sun is really low in the sky, no matter what time of day it is. So sometimes, so you're dealing less with like the super harsh noontime light. You've got some more flexibility. It kind of feels like late afternoon, no matter when it is.
Yeah.
It's a good time to play with black and white photography because there are lots of good lines and things that contrast with all that, you know, increased light coming into the woods. And then if you can ever catch a bit of snow, that's always very interesting. Like just along...
Like we've got little bits of melting snow and ice here.
So it's not just snow. I mean, one of the most intriguing things about it to me is that there are these little, you know, drips and drops that have fallen off the trees, and so the snow has all these holes in it no matter where you are. So I start to see patterns and things that are, you know, a little bit to one side or the other of just snow.
Well, yeah, I would have walked by this, or I would have thought that's not attractive. You know, it's old melting snow with holes in it, but you actually see something else.
I do. Speaking of attractive, looking good, not looking good, winter is a phenomenal time to really study what things look like when they are dormant or they're dead. In the winter, what used to be flowers now turn into these like delightful little poofs. And they stay that way all winter. Cattails are a lot of fun in the winter because they kind of maintain their shape, and then they're also really dried out so you can kind of play with them. And, you know, hardest part is getting out the door.
You actually have to make the trip.
Yep, you have to make the trip.
I love that. But that goes back to what you were saying, like pick a place, go to it, but go there for yourself. Go there not to take pictures necessarily, even though you're going to take pictures. Go there for yourself. Try to have a good experience. And then let the pictures come to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And look for something that catches your eye, that might be unique, that might look different.
Yep.
Am I learning the correct things here? Is this because I'm going to have to go on a photography hike now?